Imagine a nation torn apart, brother against brother, families divided, a struggle over freedom and power that would alter the course of history. In the next few minutes, you will witness how America spiraled into its most brutal conflict, not just with swords and guns, but with ideas, identity, and destiny. Imagine standing on the edge of a line drawn not on a map, but in the hearts of millions, a line that separated freedom and bondage, union and dissolution. That line cracked open in the United States, unleashing a war unlike any other, the American Civil War. In 1861, when the first shots rang out at Fort Sumter, few could have predicted the scale of human suffering, the political upheaval, or the enduring consequences. Over the next 4 years, over 600,000 lives were lost, economies were shattered, and a nation was forced to redefine itself. But this wasn't simply a war of armies. It was a war of ideas. What does liberty truly mean? Who gets to claim citizenship? Who wields the power, the federal government or the states? Origins and tensions. The roots of the war stretch back decades. The expansion of slavery, economic divides, states' rights arguments, and political compromises that barely held together a fragile union. In the North, industrialization, growing abolitionist sentiment, and urban growth pushed one vision of a modern America. The South remained agrarian, tightly bound to a plantation economy that depended on enslaved labor. Each new territory added to the Union threatened to tilt the balance. Would it be free or slave? Battles in Congress, bloody violence in Kansas, and court rulings like Dred Scott fanned the flames. Secession and war begins. After Abraham Lincoln's election in 1860, Southern states felt their way of life was under existential threat. South Carolina seceded first, soon followed by others, forming the Confederate States of America. When Confederate forces bombarded Fort Sumter in April 1861, war officially began. Major campaigns and turning points. Early in the war, both sides believed a quick victory might be possible, but the reality was different. The war would be fought in brutal battles, Antietam, Gettysburg, Vicksburg, each one testing the resolve, leadership, and resources of both sides. The Union's greater industrial capacity, rail network, and manpower gave it advantages. The Confederates often used strong generals and tactical daring to compensate. In 1863, Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, redefining the war's moral purpose, not just to preserve the Union, but to end slavery. Collapse of the Confederacy and aftermath. By 1864-65, the South was crumbling. Union generals crushed Confederate lines. Supply lines failed. Starvation and desertion rose. Richmond fell. On April 9, 1865, Robert E. Lee surrendered at Appomattox, effectively ending the war. Yet the legacy was far from clean. The Reconstruction era, bitter racial struggles, and debates about memory and identity would shape America for generations. Conclusion and reflection. The American Civil War was not simply a historical event. It was a turning point, a crucible that tested the strength of a democracy. It forced the question, can a nation founded on liberty survive its greatest moral contradictions? Today, the echoes remain in debates over race, equality, federal authority, and historical memory. The past is never truly past. If you've watched till here, thank you for journeying through one of America's defining moments. If you found value, please like and share, and join me next time as we explore how Reconstruction reshaped the nation.